You guys, welcome back. I am here because I got the Scott Barnes stuff. I am super excited to share this with you guys. And on my face, I just have foundation powder. I did use a bronzer, and then I did use two more of the cheek colors. I did Strike a Pose on this side, and then I did Sweet Cheeks over here. So you can kind of see a difference in this is a matte one, and then this one has more of a sheen. It's very subtle on the sheen. It looks like it's gonna be worse in the pan, like you're like, oh no, I don't know if I want to use this because it might emphasize texture. It doesn't do a lot of emphasizing on texture like you would think. It's just very minimal. There was a little bit, but it wasn't like major. So after I do this look, I'm going to be showing you two more eye looks, and you will get to see two more blushes. So basically what I figured out is this one is too dark for a highlighter, but I'm going to use it as a blush topper. And then this one is okay as a highlighter, but it's a little dark still. Like, I mean, I'm pretty fair, so it would definitely be better for like medium skin tones. And even with like darker skin tones, you could definitely use this one, or even maybe use, even, this isn't quite shimmery enough, but you could probably even mix these, or mix this one with this one and get a better highlight if you're a darker skin tone. So real quick, let's just go over. This is the Scott Barnes Chic Cheek Blush. It's always an adventure on my channel. I love this orange, and this reminds me of that new Rihanna cream blush, the Fuego. So I was very excited, and I was kind of eyeballing both. And I know, this is not a cheap palette. This palette runs for $58. They do have Afterpay, just so you know. You can break your payments up into 4 interest-free payments, which is very great, especially if you are on a budget and you really want to try it and then decide if you like it. But his products so far, from what I can tell, are amazing. So I just wanted to show you this, and it's got some very interesting tones, and each one of them looks different. It's weird because you can't really quite see on my cheeks, but I promise you they're all a little different. So that is one thing that I like about this. And it's a palette that you can use both as highlighter, blush, and it's got so many different cheek colors. You can mix the cheek colors. I have not had any issues with the cheek colors. You do have to use an easy hand. You can build it up, but some of the colors are a bit stronger, and I would suggest going in light-handed first before you start, you know, going ham on your face. Now the colors are Minimalist, Mango Fizz, Strike a Pose, Sweet Cheeks, Rosé, Crush and Blush, and the amplifiers, which are the highlights, are Glowy and Showy. So I love it. It's beautiful. I have no issues with this palette whatsoever. I wanted to kind of use as many colors as I could in this video. Now, this is the Color Bomb palette. This is what we're going to be using today. As you can see, I've already dipped into it. I did swatches on my Instagram. I will be inserting those towards the end of the video as well, so that you may see them. And then I do 2 more eye looks further down in the video. So what we're gonna do is, I was trying to decide, like, I did some pretty bold looks for the next 2, and I thought, can I do kind of one that's kind of neutral, one that would kind of work for a lot of different people? So I was kind of going back and forth on that, like how neutral I wanted to go, because you can go neutral with this palette. That is one thing that I like about this palette, is even though it's got pops of color, and obviously a lot of these colors are very unique to my collection. I mean, I will say that they pull different depending on which colors you put them with, and a lot of palettes don't do that. I don't know how to explain that. They will kind of, it's almost kind of duochrome with some of the shimmers. They will actually, it doesn't look duochrome if you have it by itself, but when you kind of put it with other colors, it kind of does that. It's beautiful. I don't know, it's like watercolors. Maybe that's what his whole point was. And definitely, I mean, this is a very good palette. I wore it yesterday. I did. I wore it around the house for several hours, and then I even went outside for a little bit and talked to the neighbors and stuff. And it held up very well on my hooded eyes. And I tell you, that is a struggle for real for it to stay on my hooded eyes. So I am hard on eyeshadow. I'm hard on all makeup, but I am definitely impressed with this. So the eyeshadow palette, which is called the Color Bomb, is an explosion of color. It's Scott's personal take on a bright color palette with tones properly crafted together in pairs and in fours. Color Bomb was directly inspired from Scott's previous editorials on famous celebrities and is Scott's way of giving back to the makeup community with some of the iconic colors of his past. Often bright palettes fall into primary colors lacking strategic placement with unbridled neons. Color Bomb is a masterfully crafted color palette for the runway and everyday May colors we know people will love. That is true, and colors that will take us into the future. I agree with that, because some of these colors, you start putting them together and bam, it's beautiful. You will see that further down in the video. With extremely minimal fallout. I agree with that. So here's the thing. When I first started using this palette, I was a little nervous, a little scared, because there is a little bit of powder kick up, okay? But when I actually went to put it on my face, it was very, very minimal. I did not have any issues with a lot of fallout. And a lot of times when you have a lot of powder and kick up, it will do that. You will have fallout on your face. So you got to do your eyes first. Now, I did my eyes first yesterday and then put on my face just to test the palette, and I did not have any issues. So today we are going to see, I am going to be using different colors, a little bit different colors. Some of them I did kind of use a little bit, but I'm going to make a different look. So I agree, it's very minimal fallout. I agree, definitely. Obviously, with most shimmers, you're going to have a little bit. That's why I like to use my finger, because it minimizes the fallout. So the colors are Vibes, First Class, New Fling, Promiscuous, Glam Rock, Paparazzi, Mediterranean, Shameless, Sassy, Old Money, Secret Service, Riviera, Royalty, Tease, Feisty, Koi, Peacock, Arm Candy, Pin Up, and Silk Sheets. And he is known in the makeup industry, definitely. He's well known for his makeup, so I was definitely excited. And again, I saw, you know, they have Afterpay and they had a great sale, and I'm like, we're gonna do this. And I was really debating between It's Natural and this one, and I have a lot of neutral palettes, and I wanted to try this formula first, and I thought this is the best way to do it. So maybe in the future. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to see if I can pull you a little bit closer. I did prep my eyes with some of my Pretty Vulgar eye primer, and I powdered over it just to make sure. There isn't a real good color for me in the palette for setting, okay? And that's common with a lot of the color palettes. Sorry if it's moving. So I wasn't too worried about that. So I did set it with powder. And then basically what I'm gonna do is, I haven't done my highlighter yet. I'll do that, and then I usually take my highlighter, whatever highlighter I'm using, and put it up here. And no, I did not do my brows yet today. We are just gonna go ahead and have some fun. I didn't want too much to take away from the eye look. So I think first off, what I'm gonna do is, you guys, I really wanna use this yellow. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and lay this yellow down. From the swatches and everything, this yellow is really beautiful, and I kind of want to see how it performs by itself and on the eyes. So we're going to go ahead and go in. Gosh, that is pigmented. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty, you guys. I kind of work a little faster. I know you guys don't want to be here like 80 million years. That is beautiful. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to see how that yellow works. Yellow is one of those that it either has pigment or it doesn't. And I'm not really sure why it's kind of pulling. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of yellow in my skin, but I have a lot of pink in my skin, but we'll see. Okay, put that down. Now, I did not plan this look out. I was like, what do I want to use that I would use on a daily basis? So I'm just going to kind of throw the colors on, and then I will come back and we will kind of go over it. I'm just using, I have the BH Cosmetics Bombshell set. I have brushes from the new J. Kissa and e.l.f. collection. I have all kinds of brushes, Real Technique. So I'm just going to kind of be throwing stuff on, and I may be fast forwarding this just a touch. And like I said, I will be back to show you the colors. Sorry if you hear anything. It's the neighbors. Ooh, ooh. Too much, too much. Okay. Wow. This brown is pigmented. This is feisty. I may have to leave this part unfast forwarded. Okay, I am going to definitely go easy on this color. That I was not trying to do a real smoky look. I wanted to do a fun kind of, trying to be very careful. I went a little too gentle on that one. Okay. Whew. Ooh, she's pigmented. Wow, that's so pretty. Yeah, no, I think we're just gonna keep it. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it right there. I don't wanna go any further. I don't wanna make it any more smoky. I wanna keep it pretty light and airy and fun. So we're gonna leave that alone. Let's see what else we have. I really kinda wanna pull some of this Old Money in. It's a nice green. I'll probably put this on. This is all dry, by the way. I am not going to add any. I don't think these need it, to be honest. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm just gonna pack it on. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, see, you can get some really nice neutral looks with this. That is beautiful. Okay, wasn't exactly what I was looking to do, but here we are. Okay, now I kind of want to put in, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do paparazzi. I'm gonna go in first with a brush. And I'm trying to remember, I did use this one. I'm trying to remember if this one is opaque enough. Oh yeah, yeah, we're there, we're there. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I went a little glam on this. As you can see, I mean, I didn't even use my fingers. It is a pack. It is a powerful pack of punch. This is a beautiful palette. These colors are amazing. I'm going to go in a little more with the paparazzi and kind of blend it up into this yellow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just feel like it needs a little more. I definitely want to bring, I am a shimmer girl. If you watch my channel, I think that's what I like about this palette. There is a nice balance of, let me show you again. There is a nice balance of shimmers, but some of these shimmers, they're bold, but at the same time, they can kind of be blended out. They blend really easy. And I was noticing that one of the colors, I wasn't quite excited about the color when I was kind of putting it in combination for the next looks that you're gonna see on one of them. I can't remember which one it was. And it was more of a satin, and I was able to blend it out to where it looked really pretty and kind of more matte. It was beautiful. Definitely, I think that's good. Now, I'm probably gonna use Glam Rock in the corner of my eyes just to kind of open up and kind of bring that in. What am I gonna do on my lower lash line? Let's do, I think I'm gonna go a little more smoky just because this is beautiful. I'm gonna pull the yellow down again. I really wanna see what this, oh, that is pretty. I went really light into it. No, I'm not tapping off my brush. It's beautiful. I don't wanna do that. And my ears are falling down. Isn't that funny? Now, my social media has been blowing up. There's a reason why I wore these. I love these ears. I love them. I love them. You will see that in other videos that I've done, like my lives and stuff. I always like to wear these, and I love them. But I wore this because of my feed on my Facebook is blowing up with the court thing with the Carol Baskins thing, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's kind of a crazy disaster as it is. And I think I want to put the paparazzi. I always like to add a little shimmer on the front end. Oh, that's so pretty. Like I said, I wanted to keep this kind of more neutral, more airy. Kind of pull it all through. Oh, that's really pretty. I did not want it real dark. So I'm definitely happy with that. And then I'm going to add the inner, let's do the inner corner. I'm going to use Glam Rock. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not going to pull it up too high. I like that gold paparazzi color. It just pulls it all together. I did get a little fallout. Now, I want to show you Glam Rock. This is really good for inner corner highlight. It has just a tad bit, like really small glitter in it, and that's probably where the fallout came from, just a tiny bit. So when you're doing that, just be a little careful and mindful of that. I don't feel like my recording is doing this look any justice, but I will, after I do my highlighter real quick, I am definitely going to pull you in. I'm trying to decide if I want to pull that yellow up a little more too. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm going in with the lightest highlighter. This is one swipe. It's not wet. Okay. I think with the lighting, it's just going to look a little different. I'm going to go ahead and just bring this on up. You can see it a lot better, the highlighter up there. This is what I always do. If I'm not sure how far I want to pull my eyeshadow up, I will lay my highlighter down first and then go back in and fill it in. So I think I'm going to go ahead, and as you can see, this hasn't really taken me that long to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and go back in with the yellow. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to blow it out just a little bit. I would tap this one off though. I just think it's beautiful, but it is strong. Oh yeah, I think that just amped it up. Again, I didn't want it to be too dark. I wanted it to be fun. And I like that it's kind of glamorous. Very pretty. I feel like it's not really quite, there we go. Definitely. Woo, she's pretty. I am definitely happy with this palette. And like I said yesterday, I did a full wear test, and you are going to see forwarding through this video. Well, not forwarding, but the next two looks that I did, they pack some punch. And it was the same application process. I did not take a lot of time on it. The colors blend themselves. This is a stunning palette. And these colors, like I said, some of them, let me show you again. I'm going to show you which ones kind of do that. This one and this one. This one is a stunner. You will see this in the next look that I show. This one will pull duo. This one will pull kind of duo too if you put it in just right. And then this one and this one. They are stunning. And the good thing is this purple is beautiful on. Now, if you know, purples are very hard. Yellows are very hard for pigment. The pigment's either there or it's not. I mean, that's basically what it is. But I think overall, this is a beautiful look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup off camera and I'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, so I did put on the rest of my makeup and I did a nice neutral lip. I did wear Ludwig again. You will see further down the video why I chose this. I just wanted more of, I wanted this to be an airy, bright look, and it kind of went a little glam, which is fine. It's fine, but I wanted to kind of play down my lips a little bit. It went a little more glam than I expected it to. So basically, I wanted to explain, because I don't think I explained this. This Color Bomb palette is $84, and I definitely feel this is worth it, definitely. And again, like I said, they have Afterpay. I just think this is beautiful, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting Snatchel. There's no question in my mind that I'm gonna get Snatchel. I just wanted to kind of try the formulas, and I thought colors are, in my opinion, colors are harder to pull off. Like when you're talking neons and the shimmers and all that, and the way they play together, it is very hard to pull off. And this is a very unique palette. I don't know how else to explain it. It is, like I said, very comparable to higher end palettes. Now, I will say that I know I compared it to Pat McGrath, and Pat McGrath is 125 for a few less shades, but it's very high-end formula quality, and it stays on my eyes. I have very hooded eyes. I have combination oily skin. Stuff does not stay on my eyes. I am very hard on things. So for this palette to do what it does, to blend super easy, to make a really quick, fast look like I did, really easy, and for it to stay on all day, probably a good at least 12 hours. I went 10 hours yesterday. It looked the same as when I put it on. I can see when it kind of starts coming off and everything. So very, very, very worth the money. Ease. This is the ease of application, the beautiful brightness of it, the boldness of it. I did not have to use any of my brushes wet. Case closed. It's awesome. It's amazing. Yay. Okay. No, that was not a pun because of what I said earlier about Carol Baskins. But let me tell you guys, this may be an unpopular opinion. I don't follow Tiger King. I just thought it was ironic we went from, you know what, to unfortunately the very sad issues of the rioting and stuff over a very, very unexcusable sad death. Okay, seriously, it did not need to happen. To freaking Carol Baskins. Okay, I know that they're starting to see justice. I get that, and I'm happy for that. Will it continue? Who knows? I really hope that in the future it does continue, because why wouldn't it? And they've already seen what happens when it doesn't. So let's keep it together, you guys. Okay, let's hope that from now on things get done, they get done appropriately, and things like that don't happen. Period. Don't happen. So sorry to get a little... Anyways, like I said, beautiful, beautiful palette. You will see the next two looks here. Hey guys, I am here with two more looks for the Scott Barnes Color Bomb palette. I'm super excited. So of course I had to do a pink look and I had to do a blue-green look. And at first I was like blue, 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 blue. But as you can see, they're not so much jewel tone, but they're a little more smoky. So the blue tones actually went a little more smoky eye, so I just went with it because why not? It's beautiful. And then the pinks, basically what happened was I started real light at first with this one as just kind of a transition, even though it's a shimmer. I love shimmer, so that's pretty much sometimes all I do. And then I'm like, I really want to try this pink. I really want to put it on my eyes. And yes, yes, it is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It keeps the pigment. It stays on. It's very bold, very nice. And then I just put everything else around it. So then what I did is I also added this one to the inner corner of this eye, and then I put this one on the inner corner of this eye, which I didn't use a ton. I was thinking about it and I thought, no, because I really want people to look at the colors in the eye. So as you can see, I did pretty orange pinks, kind of blended out, and then blue and dark. It's weird because it looks really good in my mirror, but when I get up here, I think it's my eyelash. I think it's like a shadow. It doesn't look like that in the mirror. I don't know. So then I decided I was gonna go ahead and try two of the blushes that I felt would complement each side. So I went with this beautiful pink on this side. And as you can see, it is very pigmented, but you can definitely go with a light hand, and that's what I did. And then I decided, you know, I was trying to figure out what I really wanted to do with the blue side, and I decided to go more neutral with this one. And I wanted to use the middle section, so I knew I wanted two out of those. And these are supposed to be highlighters. Now I did put this one over here, and it doesn't quite lift my cheekbones, but I can use it definitely. As you can see, I didn't want to put any other highlighter on because I wanted you to be able to see it on my skin. And it has a bit of a duochrome. it pulls the pinks and the oranges beautifully. So it actually goes really well with this look. And then I went ahead and put the more neutral one over here with the blues. And it's pretty nice. It goes on real nice. It's very wet look. It's, I think, hard to see in this lighting. There you go. Now you can see it. These aren't, I don't think, meant to be real blinding, but they are a beautiful formula. And I did not use them wet. I used them dry. I used everything dry, by the way. Everything was dry. So all the eyeshadows I used were dry. I did not wet any of these. I did use my fingers for some of the glitters. I'm going to get a little closer so you can see. And I can't tell what I'm doing in here because my eyes are closed, so bear with me. And you can definitely see that I was definitely trying to use as many colors as possible that would go with kind of the color matching that I wanted to. So the only thing that I can say, let me talk about, I felt like the blue side was kind of missing something. So I went ahead and blended out here with the gold, and that may be why I'm picking up on different shadows. Maybe that one probably wasn't the best one to use, but I didn't want to do too much. I mean, I probably could have used this one, but I felt like it would have taken away. Like, I like to use yellows and greens and blues together because they just go well together. But yeah, I definitely wanted to pull it together, and it actually turned into more of a light green, kind of an olive green. So you can kind of see it there. It's kind of going olive green. And I just thought that would be a nice combination. And I wanted to let you guys know that I'm wearing Ludwig right now, and this is from KVD. And one of the reasons why I wanted to wear this one is because I feel like it goes with everything. It is one true neutral. It is a color that never goes on sale because it doesn't have to. And I love it so much. And it goes with both sides, and that's why I chose it. So I know it's not Scott Barnes, but I thought it was a really nice lipstick to go with both looks. So again, this is just two different looks from the palette, and I'm going to be doing a more obviously neutral one, which you just saw in the introduction video. And definitely my whole plan was to do several tutorials, and I thought that's going to be really long. So if you guys do want more looks with this palette, let me know. And obviously you saw the first one, the tutorial for that one. So I am very excited. This is a great palette. I didn't have to wet anything. I do go in naturally with my fingers with glitters, but that's normal. There are some of the shades, and I will get more into that in the video, but some of these are a little bit more of a topper, so it's really nice to put another color under them, and then they just pop really nice. Like this one right here, it's beautiful, but it pops more with something under it. And then of course these lovely corners, they really pop. They'll pop on their own if they're in the corner, but if you put them over something else, it changes the colors. I've been playing with this, as you can see, the dents, and I did do swatches for my Instagram, so don't forget to add me on Instagram. It's Lyra, Lyra _ makeup geek, and then you will get sneak peeks and previews of future videos. So I hope you really like this, and again, I think it's wearing beautifully. I've been kind of playing around with it. It seems to really hold the color well. It's been a few hours now. I was kind of making sure that I liked the looks before I wanted to put them on camera, and I really do. I don't know, I think they're beautiful looks, definitely. And I definitely was gravitating towards the blue side, and I could see the pink side, and then I could see the neutral side. I haven't decided exactly. I could really definitely go with some really good looks on this. I do know that that purple's really nice when I was swatching it, so I know it's going to be very pretty, and you could definitely amp up and do a really pretty pink purple look, or even a purple and blue look. So definitely let me know if you want to see more. I will get those out. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you watching. Thumbs up and please subscribe. Hey guys, this is the look in natural lighting. I think that the problem is with the highlighters is they're not quite pulling light enough on my skin, because you can see them, but they're not popping like on my cheekbones. They're not pulling up my cheekbones. So that's kind of a bummer, but I can use them as blush toppers because you all know that I love shimmer. So I thought I would show you in the natural light the eye look. Sorry for the shaking. And I think this look is very nice. And again, you probably already saw the more natural look. So Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay guys, I turned down the lights to see if maybe the light would catch this highlighter a little better. This one is definitely, the pinkier one is definitely not light enough for my skin. This one, the lighter one, that's a really light champagne color, actually it's a little more lighter than that, but pulls a little bit gold, and I think it's just the look that I pulled with it. You can definitely see it a lot better, and you can, it's very beautiful. And this one, I will not hesitate to use this as a blush or a blush topper. Better believe that I love shimmer. So if you are new to my channel, I use a lot of shimmer, and I do like to sparkle. I really don't think that you should hide from your makeup and stuff. Obviously, if you have to go to work and you have to have a more natural look, that's fine. But when you're just playing around and having fun like this, it's nice. So I turned on the light so you could see a little bit better. Pull you in a little bit.